Yeah, this first one is off of our first release that we did with a band called Mr. and the Misses.
Stare at the sun until my mind is numb. Talk me down from these Loverboy blues, 'cause I'm not that sad when I'm talking to you, and you know it's not easy for me to try to be these things that you want me to be, 'cause I'm not those things, I'm just trying to be me. Here I go. Talk to me when you talk like that. She's got a fruity smile, but she talks like trash. She's got her name on the marquee sign. Going out Saturday night. Stare at the sky until my mind is right. Got me some slack when I'm acting like that, 'cause the chances are we might never come back. Here we go. Talk to me when you talk like that. She's got a fruity smile, but she talks like trash. She's got her name on the marquee sign. Going up Saturday night. Stare at the sky until my mind is right. Got me some slack when I'm acting like that, 'cause the chances are I might never come back. Here I go.
Hello and welcome to Northwest Sessions on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8. My name is Matthew Hooley and I'm joined here by Hurt Russell out of St. Joseph, Missouri. I really enjoyed that, guys. We're going to go around the room and introduce ourselves. So, I'm Matt.
I'm Delaney. I'm the bassist.
My name's Trevor, play guitar.
Zach, guitar.
I'm Nick, and I play the drums.
So, how did you guys get into music? Did you grow up with it or did it sort of spring up organically?
I guess kind of just a little bit of both. We've all kind of been in other bands in the past. We're a pretty new band. We formed in July of 2017. But we've all been playing music for quite a while. This is Delaney and I's second band together. Been in a band with Zach and Nick at separate occasions as well.
So, how did you all meet each other? Did you grow up in St. Joe? Or?
Yeah, we all grew up in St. Joe. I think I've known Zach probably the longest out of everybody. We actually played our very first show together at one of our friends' house on his tennis courts. We were in different bands, but played our very first show together, and here we are today.
So, how did you guys develop your sound? I really enjoy the genre that you guys have. Is there any specific reason that this came about, or?
I personally listen to a lot of psychedelic, garage rock, surf rock type stuff, so I think that probably translates through my music, but just kind of whatever we're listening to.
Definitely. Do you have any specific influences?
Yeah, like the Growlers, Black Angels, Psychic Heat.
You guys want to play another song for us?
Sure.
Yeah.
you're talking too fast. Don't talk to me when you talk like that. Yeah, look at your eyes on a really rude kind of night. Kinda wanted to just get this over here, but bringing me down, really killing my vibe. Yeah, what's the matter with that? We've had enough of you. That's a wrap. Cruising for a Bruisin when you're acting better. Don't act like that, 'cause we've had enough. Yeah, look through your eyes on a really psycho kind of night. What's the matter? Are we making you cry? Thought you were really big too kind of guy. Yeah, what's the matter with that? We've had enough of you. That's a fact. Cruising for a Bruisin when you're acting like that. Don't bring it around if you can't hold it back. Yeah, look at your eyes on a really rude kind of night. What's the matter? Are we making you cry? Thought you were really big too kind of guy. Yeah, what's the matter with that? We've had enough of you. That's a fact.
Was there any specific life experience that led you guys to really feel like this is something you want to do?
Nothing happened, just music was always there when nobody else was, I guess, as cheesy as it sounds.
Yeah.
It's true. And so it's something I'm very passionate about, I know they are as well. So we're kind of on the same level, which makes it work.
When I was like in second or third grade, I had some friends, and Hanson was really big, and we were like, we could be in a band. And my friends all got their instruments. I did not get my guitar for Christmas. It was about when I was 14, I finally got my own guitar, got a job, paid for it myself, and that's kind of where it all took off. But I wanted to be a guitar player since I was a little kid, so finally made it happen.
I actually have a quick question for Delaney. How does it feel to be the one girl in the band of men? Is there even anything to think about that?
Not really. It's cool because they're all like really huge and stuff, and so it's just like me and then all of my dudes basically.
Yeah.
So we almost called the band Delaney and the Dudes. So here we are.
Sure.
That's a cool name. You guys want to jump into another song?
rather be against the world. You're up against the world.
You're listening to Northwest Sessions on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8. My name is Matthew Hooley, and I'm still joined here by Hurt Russell. So when it comes to creating or putting out new music or an album like that, what would you say is maybe the most difficult part of that?
Getting it recorded, getting it sounding how you want it to sound. I've gone into studios and worked with other engineers and stuff, and they've recorded my bands or our band, and it might not sound exactly what we had in mind, but that's why we record ourselves now. Just do everything ourselves. It's a lot easier.
So this is really cool, and I really dig this, but is there other things that you do, like a job or some other stuff?
Oh, well, I bartend at the Tiger's Den part-time, and then I also work at the local vintage store called the Lucky Tiger. Same owners, so I work at both places for the both of them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. They give me all the time I need for music, so it really works out.
I also work in downtown St. Joseph. I work at a place called Mocaska Coffee Roasters. We're a locally owned and operated coffee roaster, and we supply coffee to a bunch of different cafes in St. Joseph. I really didn't know anything about coffee until I started this job, and now I'm like full-time roasting, production manager. It's pretty sweet. I love it.
I drive pizzas to people and they give me money. And I also do a little bit of graphic design.
Yeah, I'm a corporate trainer at a call center. So it's called Lorca. I train all the people that come in for like different clients and stuff.
What's your favorite venue that you've ever performed at?
In a kitchen or a basement. I don't know. I've played a couple DIY venues, and those are always way more fun than any actual bar or venue you're ever going to play.
Yeah,
you know, it's like no rules, do what you want, and I like that.
I don't know. I just don't like the big production of like actual venues because it's just too serious. It feels too serious.
Yeah.
So I like playing in basements and stuff like that as well.
So what was your first live experience like?
Mine was terrifying. I still get a little terrified sometimes, but the first time I played was a DIY show, but I like basically played the whole show with my back turned. I was so nervous, and it was just awful.
It was great.
I mean, it was fun, but yeah, I barely could even face the crowd, so
Yeah.
this is, a few steps forward for me right now.
Definitely.
My first show was with a group called Hotbot, and we played at our friend's house who had a tennis court in his backyard. And I was terrified. Like, I actually considered breaking my hand so I didn't have to play.
Hey babe, don't hesitate. Time to talk is now. Talking to our heads, it's
So you guys are here now, but I was wondering about how you may have progressed through your life to get here. Like, what previous bands or experiences have led you to this point?
Well, when I was like probably 11, I started really listening to music. I was really into like Secondhand Serenade and, you know, really stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I kind of grew out of that phase, so, and started playing guitar around age 15. I would say I really got my first acoustic guitar. And then I didn't even start playing bass until few years ago with Trevor, and him and some other people were jamming, and I was like, "You guys need a bassist?" And they're sure. So here I am as a bassist and a guitarist. I've been playing with some other people as well, trying to get a second band going. So
Yeah.
I just did solo stuff for like when I was 15. I guess I got a synthesizer, a microchord, and I was really obsessed with it. So I used that and did some solo shows for like a few years, and I drummed for these guys when I was like 17 and was kicked out for not being reliable. So I decided to do solo stuff for several years, and then they were starting this project, and I had not touched a drum kit in like a decade. So I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot, and here we are.
So have you ever had any experiences that were really difficult, you know, points in your life where you were questioning whether you really wanted to keep going with this?
Every time a band ends.
Yeah, there's been several points in I guess in the earlier stages of my musician life. I've considered selling all my stuff and like, you know, doing something crazy like going to the Navy or something. So
Yeah.
I got over that. I keep going back to music. I don't think, even if I sold all my equipment, I'd still find a way to make music. I think so.
very mildly. After many shows, I felt worse than I did before playing it, but that's just really being hard on myself, and you know, so I'm just trying to work on that and not get so upset after shows. But really, other than that, nothing has made me want to veer from doing music.
So, do you have any advice that you guys would have for musicians starting out?
Just don't be discouraged. Just keep doing it. Regardless of if you're getting negative feedback, I mean, you can use that to your advantage and work on those things. Or if you know like what you're doing is right, don't let someone steer you down a different path just because they're not feeling it. Just stay true to yourself and keep playing.
Yeah.
And be on time.
And be on time. That's
It's a
important.
big one. Trust me.
Yeah. My name is Matthew Hooley, and tonight with me has been Hurt Russell on KZLX and KNWT Channel 8.